Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., did you know his dream of equality can be traced back to a cafe in Maple Shade, Burlington County? NBC 10's Claudia Vargas has the story.
The grassy patch next to the Route 73 off-ramp in Maple Shade used to be Mary's Cafe.
It was a neighborhood bar, working class, blue collar.
And yet, this former bar has a special place in history. On June 12, 1950, Martin Luther King Jr. was visiting a friend from seminary school who was staying in Camden.
We've got some difficult days ahead.
According to accounts at the time, King and 3 other black people went to Mary's Cafe late on a Sunday evening. This was before King was known for his civil rights leadership.
They came in and asked for 4 glasses and some beer. The bar owner says, it's late on a Sunday night, I can't serve you any beer.
Why they went to that bar and what happened after has been the recent subject of discussion among some local historians. We went to the Free Library to learn more. Newspaper articles and at least one biographer of Martin Luther King Jr. say the bar owner asked the group to leave. When they did not, the owner came back with a gun.
And he shoots the gun outside the door and tells them, get out, I've killed for less.
King and his companions went to the police and filed a complaint. The police arrested the bar owner and charged him for violating the state's recently established anti-discrimination law and for brandishing a gun.
In 1950, it was unheard of for somebody white to be arrested on behalf of somebody black.
The incident made front-page news in the Philadelphia Tribune, the city's black newspaper. The headline focused on one of the women involved, a Philadelphia police officer. King at the time was referenced as a college student. He was a seminarian at Crozier Theological Seminary in Chester. The bar owner was found guilty on the gun charge, but the discrimination charge was dismissed for lack of testimony from witnesses, including King.
You got to remember, this was 1950, when Pennsylvania, the United States, was steeped in Jim Crow segregation. It was the America's apartheid.
Still, Lynn Washington, who is a Temple journalism professor and has studied the historical significance of the Maple Shade incident, says King planned to sit in at the bar.
They came here to test New Jersey's anti-discrimination law. New Jersey had to pass the first statewide anti-discrimination measure.
Camden County East NAACP member Keith Benson also believes that Mary's Cafe was the start of King's civil rights movement.
Martin Luther King was able to launch his first official foray into civil rights, and his success inspired him to become the greatest civil rights advocate in the history of mankind.
In the Free Library's microfilm section, we found a 1961 Philadelphia Tribune article in which King speaks about the Maple Shade incident.
When in 1951, driving 2 friends from Philadelphia to Merchantville, New Jersey, the group stopped for some food. Quote, "They refused to serve us," Dr. King said. "It was a painful experience because we decided to sit in."
Benson says the fact that King called it a sit-in says it all.
As soon as Martin had that opening to assert manhood and personhood and humanhood, he did, and he did at a high level. And I think he obviously must have liked the way it tasted, liked the way it felt, because he dedicated his life to it.